then what I'm going to do is I'm going to break off the ends like this. I just break them off. Welcome to Cooking with the King. I'm Ron Henderson, aka the Fitness King. On today's episode, I'm going to be making pizza using flour tortillas, and it's going to be a barbecue chicken style pizza. And I like it because it's simple, it's easy to do. All right. So the first thing I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to take a basic tortilla shell, and I'm going to take and put a little olive oil on it, just a little olive oil. Then I'm just going to take my brush and I'm just going to lightly brush it. Lightly brush it. And I'm going to make 2 of these, so I'm going to get 2 of these ready. Right? Just in case the Fitness King here gets a little hungry. Alright? So I'm going to put a little, brush that lightly, and I'm going to show you this when I'm done with it, by the way. Little olive oil on there. Put that off the side. Just a little oil, as you can see, just a little oil on there. I'm going to leave that, put it off the side. Get that ready. Now, I'm just going to take a pan, and this pan basically, or like a cookie sheet. I already have it lightly oiled. I'm going to place my tortillas on there. Then I'm going to stick it in the oven. I'm just going to stick it in the oven till it actually starts to cook just a little bit, hardens just a little bit. Then I'm going to put my ingredients on top of it. So I'm going to stick that in the oven. I have the oven at 375, but it doesn't really matter. I'm just going to pay attention to it. In the meantime, gang, what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut up my chicken, get my chicken ready. So I have rotisserie chicken, or you could cook chicken yourself. Either way, it's pretty easy to buy rotisserie chicken. Then what I like to do is just kind of thin slice cut it off to the side like that. I think when you cut things a little thinner, it makes it a lot easier just to kind of chew. Just kind of bite down on it. Again, always watch your hands, guys, and hopefully I'm motivating a few of you people out there to start cooking a little bit. I know I get a kick out of it. I enjoy it, actually. So, growing up watching all the cooking shows, this is kind of a fun thing for me to do. Again, I'm cutting enough, hopefully, for 2 pizzas today. And hopefully, gang at home, hopefully you did what I did. I knew I was going to be eating a little bit later tonight, and I try to eat earlier, usually by 6:30 if I can. But I went ahead and got on elliptical, got on the recumbent bike, and I burned about 600 calories, 620 calories to be exact. And I got that out of the way. Because you know my motto, all right? You know what it is, all right? Eat to live, not live to eat. So eating is important, but you know, taking care of your physical health is extremely important, and especially as we age. So I'm going to slice this a little bit more again, watching your fingers. And I got a little piece over here left. I'm just going to cut that in half and kind of angle that off just a little bit too. Doesn't really matter. It's not about being perfect. All right. Now that's cut. The ingredients I'm going to be using is I have pineapple already sliced. I just bought canned pineapple, but yes, you can use fresh pineapple as well. Have a little barbecue sauce on the side. And I put it off to the side because what I'm actually going to do is just brush it on lightly. That way I don't overdo it with the sugar. And some mozzarella. I got about 3/4 cup of mozzarella cheese. I don't know if I'm going to use it all. And of course I got onions, shallots, and some red peppers, kind of julienne sliced there. Very thin. I'm going to check on my tortillas right now. Check and see. Okay, they're already puffing up. See, it doesn't take long at all. You don't want to overdo it. So I'm going to take those out. And please, gang, just watch your hands with this stuff, okay? Be careful. So I'm going to bring these over here. I'm going to set these right down. I'm going to transfer this. All right? And I actually, technically speaking, I wouldn't have to transfer, but I'm going to do it just to make it a little bit easier. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little barbecue sauce here, and I'll brush it on the top. Brush it on the top here. Kind of like when you go to those pizza places and you know, build your own game. This is really, build your own pizza, all right? If you want to call it the King's Pizza. And make sure you subscribe to my channel. It's Cooking with the King. And I looked online. There are a lot of Cooking with the Kings out there, but there's only one Fitness King. Let's be honest now. Now, it doesn't mean I'm the king of fitness. That's just my moniker. You know what that means. That's the name that people know me by. All right. The Fitness King. So I brushed that one there. I'm going to put that off to the side here. Bring another one out. I'm going to lightly brush that too. Again, in fact, I'm going to bring this one close to the camera so you actually see what I have on there. And it's so easy. I know when you order pizzas in the restaurants, you know, build your own, it's so easy to overdo it. And you really don't need a lot. Just a little bit on there for flavoring. See? Give the camera a nice view of that. I'm going to put that on there. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to put my meat on. In fact, let me move this out of the way here just a little bit. I'm going to switch these because I want you to actually see when I'm building this. Because I think that's important, especially if you're not in the habit of actually cooking, gang, like a lot of people aren't. It's good just to see what other people do. Now, I'm not a professional chef. I'm just a guy who really loves to cook and motivate others to start doing more for themselves. Whether it's cooking for yourself or whether it's exercising or, you know, when I talk with people in the real estate business, I talk about self-staging. The important is, let's say you want to try to increase sales in your business, but if you haven't worked on yourself first, gang, you're kind of on that thin line there. When I mean that thin line, it's hard to motivate other people if you haven't showed that you care enough about yourself. So when you invest in yourself physically and you start taking better care of your health, you're going to be in a much better position when you're talking to other people, whether it be sales or whatever it is. You're going to have a more positive attitude because you're going to feel better. All right, gang? Now, when you feel better, you look better. And when you look better, come on, let's face it, I think you enjoy your food a little bit more. So now I'm going to take some of these shallots. I'm going to put a few on there. Again, it's not about being fancy. I like a lot of shallots, so I'm just going to sprinkle mine on there. A little bowl of shallots. Yeah, sprinkle that out. Yep. And then again, by the way, too, gang, if you have any meat left, remember this. Don't waste. There's too many people in foreign countries that don't have anything to eat. So don't waste your food. Shallots are on there. Now I'm going to take some pineapple. Actually, I'm going to go with the peppers first. King changed his mind. So I'm going to take some of these red peppers. I'm going to put those on a little bit too. And I do the peppers really. I like the taste of red peppers, gang. But guess what? I like the color. I like the color. All right. Yeah. And sometimes people they like the hot stuff. I kind of like things mild. All right, put those on and decorative. Now I'm going to take a few pineapples here. I'm going to take those out. And what I typically like to do, and I'm going to put them on this napkin here, I like to kind of dry them out a little bit. I don't want to be soaking up my dough or my tortilla. So I kind of dry those off and place those down. I try to be a little strategic about it. Strategic. All right. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a few more pineapples on there. And gang, I got to tell you something right now. This looks good. I mean, when I'm making this stuff, it cracks me up. Really, it does crack me up. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in the oven. And when I get ready to eat, the first thing I think I should probably do is I actually forgot to work my stomach muscles. When you get older, you know, it's easy to gain that excess weight. So I'm going to work my stomach muscles. And when this stuff is done, I'll bring it back to you. Then I'm going to chow down. So gang, here it is, ready to go. I want the camera to get a nice shot of that. Nice shot of that. Mmm, as they say, muy delicioso, right? Doesn't that look good? All right. I'm going to stick that in the oven. It's not going to take that. Oh, by the way, gang, I forgot one thing. King started talking and King got a little sidetracked. Okay. All right. So I got all that on there. Now the last thing I'm going to put on there is some mozzarella cheese. Sprinkle that on. And again, you don't need a lot on there. I have 3/4 of a cup of mozzarella cheese. And by the way, gang, I still have some left on there. So that's fine. Now I'm going to stick that in the oven for about 5 minutes or less. It won't take long. All right, gang. Now, that's cooking. So what are we going to do while that's cooking? What do you think we should do? Let's do some push-ups off of the counter, all right? Let's do a couple push-ups. Let's just do 20. There's 3, there's 4, there's 5. Now, gang, you can count for yourself. Now, when you're doing this, make sure that you have your back flat, okay? Now, why are we doing this right now? Because what I'm trying to tell you is there's always some time to get a workout in, all right? That's what I'm doing right now, and I got to tell you right now, I feel the blood flowing. It's feeling really, 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 really good, all right? Let's do about 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That felt good. Check it out. Okay, gang. Now, remember this, it's important, exercise, try to eat as best as you can. But it's not about being perfect. Sometimes, yes, the fitness king will decide to treat himself to something that maybe people think I shouldn't have. But understand it's important to have moderation in your life. That's in everything you do. Even when it comes to exercising, understand you can fit it in, but there's other things that you need to do, like go to church, take care of your family, take care of your wife, take care of your kids. So don't get things twisted. Take care of your health. Make sure you eat good. And remember this, all right? Eat to live, don't live to eat. We're going to be right back with this food, and we're going to chow down, gang. Don't go anywhere. All right, gang. It looks like it's going to be a couple more minutes on the pizza, but you know what I like to do? I don't know if you like to do it, but I like to sing sometimes. And even though Christmas is over and all that stuff, I still like to sing. You know what one of my favorite songs for Christmas is? Really? It's chestnuts roasting on an open fire. Jack Frost sleeping at John Doe. Old time hymns being sung by choir. And kids dressed up as Eskimos. Everybody knows a turkey and some mistletoe. Now, the reason I'm saying that is because I love to sing, gang. Look, don't get so bound up, don't get so wound up that you can't have fun. Now let's check on the food, gang. All right, gang, you can see the pizza's done, ready to go. So I'm gonna plate these. And if you like it just a little bit crispy, then make it a little bit crispy. See, so if you're looking at that, if you see that nice close-up of it, looks pretty good, does it, with the pineapple on it? I'm gonna give you a nice close-up look. I want your mouth to start watering when you look at this pizza right now. I want it just to start watering, starts, you know, get it moist. I want you to start thinking about how good this will taste. And it's pretty good for you. Now, I'm gonna take just a light dousing here of sauce because I like it that way. And I'm just gonna kind of brush the top of mine just a little bit, all right? Put that off the side, so that's ready. And let's get the second one done here. My wife probably likes hers a little bit drier. So we got that ready to go. And as I always say, what, gang? Cleanliness makes the godliness. Get rid of those utensils that you've used. Clean up, clean up. You know, my kids, I used to always say, clean up, everybody clean up. Hey, as adults, guess what, folks? We got to clean up too. So this looks really good. I'm going to enjoy this. And hopefully you've enjoyed this. How to make pizza just using your tortillas, all right? Next thing I'm going to come, next show I do actually, I'm going to show you how to make some nice, really breakfast burritos that are tasty, that you just freeze. So I'll make probably 12 to 20 of those bad boys. Put them in the freezer. So when I go to work, when I want something nutritious in the morning, eggs and lean ground turkey, put a little sauce on it, maybe a spoonful of sauce on it, and I'll be ready to chow down, gang. So when we come back, gang, I'm going to show you how to make a breakfast burrito on the next episode using really ground turkey, eggs, green peppers, and all those things put together, and then you make them in this tortilla, then you freeze them. So you make 12 to 16 to 20 at a time, freeze them, and then when your kids are hungry or your husband's hungry or your wife's hungry, you can grab one of those bad boys right out of the freezer, stick it in the microwave for maybe 60 seconds, 90 seconds, and you're ready to go. Throw a little spoonful of salsa on there. I think you're gonna love it. Gang, until next time, everything you do, stay fit, stay blessed, and remember, don't live to eat, eat to live. I'm gonna see you next time on Cooking with the King, gang. Cooking with the King. We'll see you. I'm gonna chow down. This looks so good. Yep. Yabba dabba doo. I'm ready to eat. Folks at home, I know I said goodbye, but the King is ready to chow down. Yes, I am. See you next time. The things that I talk about, I live every single day of my life. I don't believe in bad days. All of that stuff goes with it. I haven't had a bad day in probably 30 years. Doesn't matter how much money you have, it's how much health you have. The healthier you are, the more you can do. The longer you can do the things that you want to do. You say you can't do it? You say you're too old? I say you can. You are never too old to improve the quality of your life.
You come home not walking in the house like this. Hello, honey. Hello. How's the day? Well, I don't know. I'm just trying to get home. Because you don't have any energy. But when you take care of yourself, you walk in the house with that energy. Lucy, I'm home. That's the one thing that you cannot buy is good health. You have to earn it. Live life with passion, and remember, stay fit, stay positive. Thank you for your time. Give yourself a round of applause for being here. Honestly. Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, I'm the Fitness King, and I'm coming to get you for winning workouts.